Thank you, Delight. Hi. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Trying to share this silly old link. Because my Discord bot is taking a while to update. E. 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 There we go. I did it manually. Discord bot is slow. Sometimes it's slow, like when I first started using my Discord bot to automatically update that I'm going live, it took like a half hour to say that I'm live. And then sometimes it's really quick and it takes like 10 seconds to say that it's live. So I don't know what causes it to delay sometimes and not always. There we go. I have shared the linky links in the binky dinks. So say I, Hilda of Laurel. Binky dink. Me6 just notified me you are alive. Alive. Has it? Oh, yeah, there it goes. Silly goober gop. Oh, I gotta check everything, but everything looks pretty smooth. I can go down there. There we go. That looks fancy-free. And I'm just gonna go ahead and go to my Photoshop, Babaka. Ad break in progress. Everybody hydrate. Oh my gosh, thank you, gamer guy. That's so cool that it has a little notification for you guys to do that. That's very sweet. Thank you. Because it is. I've been an affiliate for 1 year. I'm trying really hard to get the thingy where I can get free emotes, as in you guys, even if you're not subscribed, you'll have some emotes for free just by being a follower. I'm trying really hard to unlock that. I'm very close. Apparently you need to stream a lot in order to get that. So I'm pretty close. I'm pretty close. But yeah, I do want to have some free emotes for followers. I look forward to that. Let's go to my Photoshop. What do I have? So again, I'm just kind of working on OCs right now. So we've got these guys. These are some teachers for the academy. 60 streams, and sometimes they don't catch up. Catch it at 60. Yeah, I'm very close though. I'm at like... It's been a while since I've counted. I want to say I'm about 50 streams in for that count. So I'm very close, very close. And then extra announcement, like you can probably see the stream title. I'll probably announce it again if a bunch more people come in here, but I'm starting a new game this week. Thank you, Sonata. Thank you. Oh, you're so sweet. Very, very nice. So yeah, I'll be starting a new game this week on Friday evening. It's a game I've been wanting to play for 2 years, and I've just been busy, and I'm like, I need to quit making excuses. I just need to do it. Psychonauts 2. Oh, thank you for the star crumbs. That's so sweet. Thank you, Sonata. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You're so sweet. Hope you're having a lovely day. Oh my goodness. But yeah, just a little TLDR about me. Actually, I'm going to go back to just chatting so we can see my Blorbo corner, because over here in my Blorbo corner, I have a plushie I drew of Agent 9 from Psychonauts. Psychonauts is one of my favorite video games of all time, and I need it to have way more recognition. And a couple years ago, they came out with the sequel, and I haven't touched it yet. I've been too busy. And like part of what was going on was at that time period, there was a bunch of games coming out at the same time. It wasn't just Psychonauts 2. It was also like, I'm trying to remember, Deltarune Chapter 2, and then like a couple other games. I don't remember. Like 2020 just really slowed down game releases noticeably, and understandably so. But like right after that, a bunch of games just dropped at the same time, and it was making me just really frustrated and overwhelmed. and it's been a lot. And still waiting on my backers edition. Oh, really? Some of my friends, a couple of my friends said they've gotten their backers edition already. So I'm not really sure. But yeah, I've played Psychonauts so many times, and I played Psychonauts in the Rhombus of Ruin last year, I think, on stream. The game case? Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't exactly remember which friends were backers. I think my friend Nico was a backer, which is interesting because Nico never talks about Psychonauts, but I guess they did. For those 2 years, you've been a Psychonaut. Are you making puns and Delight isn't? Delight, I think you need to one-up Sonata here. Give it a try. There needs to be a challenge for best pun person. Let's go. It's like, what kind of music do windmills like? They're big metal fans. I like bad puns. And I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. More like Psychonaut. Haha, she got it. Can I be a psychonut? Like I'm nuts about the psychics and my psychic children. I mean, that's how it's spelled. Psychonauts is spelled like astronaut. That's the game. Like, I don't know if you're familiar with Psychonauts or not. It's basically like a school for gifted children, and the gift is they have psychic powers, and society probably rejects them. Everybody has different backstories for how their families handled them having psychic powers. But yeah, you're just a kid that sneaks into a psychic summer camp. I love how the school is a summer camp theme. That's like super fun. And you're not allowed to be there. You snuck in. Your character sneaks in. Hi, Clay. So yeah, you learn to use your psychic powers in a school with other psychic children who clearly are understaffed because there's tons of activity by these kids that's not being monitored by the adults, and I have much concern. My character would be the type to snuck in to the wrong summer camp. You know what? That's fair, as long as you're honest. I would too. I would get lost. That's like a thing about me, is I get lost easily. I don't know why. I have no sense of direction, dude. Hydrate. Everybody should hydrate. Come on, tracking. Oh, there it goes.
Chat member would like all test subjects to partake in the hydration flow.
Yeah. Sip. You got a diddly dart hydrate. Oh, that's such a cute emote of yours, Delight. I freaking love that one. Oh, it's so cute. So that's just kind of my TLDR. I'll probably explain more. No, I'll explain more right now. I don't care. If somebody asks about it, I'll explain again. No biggie. So Psychonauts 2 is a game I haven't played yet. So the stream is going to be a little different than if it were a normal stream. So for example, I'm not going to have open Discord chat with people. I might have like 1 or 2 people that want to be there for the beginning, but other than that, I plan on having it extremely minimal voice chat or no voice chat at all with mods, because, you know, when I'm playing a normal game and I have like a room open where people can come in and do their voice and chat with me or chat with each other and stuff like that, it's very common for people to like talk over each other or talk over me or talk over my game. Just like, not that those things are inherently bad. I definitely like, you know, you people coming in and chatting it up. Like that's so fun. I love having you guys around. But if I'm playing a new game, there's not going to be a whole lot of room. Like if there's too many people in the chat talking it up verbally, then there's not much room for me to be like, hey guys, quiet, there's a cutscene. Especially because it's Psychonauts and there's going to be dialogue constantly, so I want like none of that. I'm also going to be turning off sound alerts, so have fun with your sound alerts today. Not to say that they're going to be gone forever. I'll still have them on for normal streams, normal game streams, or normal art streams like what I'm doing today. But yeah, for Psychonauts 2, because it's a game I haven't played yet, I want to remove as many distractions as possible. So any noise related things I'm going to be toggling off. You'll still have access to like other things. Oh shoot, I was going to interrupt your cutscenes with song requests. Song requests are also going to be turned off for when I'm playing Psychonauts. Other streams, not so much, but just because it's a game I've been waiting for so many years, and it's been out for 2 years, and I have not touched it yet because I've just been so busy with my life. And yeah, one of my friends encouraged me, like, you should just go out and play that now. Just do it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you're right. I'm just so nervous because, yeah, I've been an affiliate for a year, but I still feel like I'm kind of a noob and I want to make sure I know what I'm doing. But at this point, I think I'm good. Hi, Aki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dinner.
Good. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, TLDR, it's a game I've been waiting for so long, and it's like, I'll be streaming it so people can watch if they so desire. Again, no obligation to be here for any of what I do. It's just if you want to. Shrug. But Psychonauts 2 is very specifically, this is something for me. This is...
The researcher
thank you.
has requested that you stretch
I
your
should.
body. So for science, test subject Vicky Violet will now demonstrate.
Oh, my shoulders do a snappy snap. There you go. Is that good? So yeah, Psychonauts 2 is a game that's going to be for me, and it's my experience, and I want to make sure I'm having a good experience, and I want to make sure I'm having fun with this thing I'm very excited about, and people can watch if they want. That's it. Like, there's going to be like minimal talking, there's going to be minimal paying attention to chat. Like, I'll still be reading chat and stuff, of course, but so yeah, if that interests you, then by all means join. It's not going to be like other streams. It's going to be like minimal distractions. It's going to be me trying to legitimately enjoy a game I've been waiting so long for. So that's my TLDR of how that's going to work. So if you're interested, that's going to be starting this Friday evening. Go ahead and pay attention to the Discord if you want schedule updates on that. But yeah, that's my current plans. And I've been planning this for so long. I already like made up my mind long ago. I made up my mind like a year ago. A year ago how I was going to do it, where I'm like, I'm turning off any TTS if I have that. I'm turning off sound alerts. I don't plan on doing any voice chat in Discord, probably. And I don't plan on having like song requests or other things activated. That's just removing all distractions. So that's what that is. So I'm just giving you guys the heads up when that's going to be like, boom, I'm done. I'm going to drink more water. Are you guys gonna get up water? Oh look, Psychonauts music in my background. It's more likely than you think. I'm gonna turn it up a little. Psychonauts soundtrack is like so underrated. Where's my pen? There it is. So over here, I'm just gonna be working on some random art. Again, here's some of my OCs that for my superhero project. These are some of the teachers. This is some random miscellaneous characters. More villain characters. Miscellaneous good guys. The sketch I was working on last week, which I might start the line art on. Burp. This is the reference for Carmen and Alinath. I need these references again because I forgot to color the like glowy tattoos on Alinath over here in this piece, so I need to like add that now. I'm gonna turn that.
You may interrupt for a moment.
Yeah, I'm done.
I accidentally like turned on the Gartic phone function on Discord, and I don't know how to turn it off.
Let me take a look. I didn't know they had Gartic phone attached. Can I turn? I don't know how.
Maybe I'll just close the app and open it back up again.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe you could just like. Would it work to get out of the voice chat and then come back in? Oh,
Right
I think you fixed it. Looks like you got it. I didn't know they had Gartic phone attached like that. Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't even remember seeing the button on my screen. It was just like, by the way, you're doing Gartic phone now. I'm like, no, I'm not.
No, that is not my intent.
And then I'm on my phone now because my tablet was like, I'm on 2%, and even though I'm plugged in, I'm going to commit seppuku because
I'm gonna commit Sudoku.
I'm gonna commit Sudoku.
It's so stupid. Okay, what am I naming this layer? Contrast. And by that I mean there's too much contrast and I want to look into fixing that. So let's get this color and make it this color because there's like too much contrast in the drawing. So I'm gonna try to like alleviate that.
You mean like between his shirt and her suit?
Yeah, between like even like her own suit because she's got white on hers. So I was gonna go in and like toggle it manually, like grab the colors with magic wand and then drag them around, but I'm like, no, let's try some like layer modes. See if that gets us anything interesting that reduces contrast. I mean, we're getting some fun colors here. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. I'm working on some arts.
Hi, Danny.
And I can always lower the opacity of the layer if I need to.
Yeah. Oh, I like that one.
Oh, this is like kind of like a film noir kind of feel, like a sepia, like we're looking at them through a flashback.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one's more sepia. Okay, this feels like a photograph from the Wild Wild West all of a sudden. Okay, let's try this wild... No. I really need to pull the darks out. So I need to find something that's like really pulling out the darks. Especially because I have a shading layer on top that I'm going to work on some more. Nah. Maybe. Okay, this one pulls out a lot of the darks. That one's good. What's this one? Hard light. Okay, noted. Nah. Linear dodge, parentheses add. Since when does it say that?
I don't know.
Screen. Screen is not my favorite. That's an extremely situational layer mode. Lighten. Okay, let's go back down. Down to the Paradise City, where the girls are green and the grass is pretty.
Good job, Vicky. A long way down.
Ooh. Alright. Okay, so this is kind of getting what I'm looking for here. Let's see. So normal, pulling out some of that contrast. That's good. And then let's put... Ooh, okay. I'm liking that with like the shade layer back on. The shade layer is still blue. I don't know if I want to use blue still, but I just really like blue. In the meantime, taking shade layer off, taking off contrast layer, because I need to put on his tattoos situation.
Oh, yeah.
In case it's like not insanely obvious. The alien species main race that I'm using, that I've invented, is visually based off of the Twilly from Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess.
Because why not?
Because why not? So Alienath is like full the alien species, and then Carmen is half. So the major difference here between these two, actually let me just point it out. So for Carmen, his scleras are white, much like a human's, while a full one is not. And then a full one is going to have like these darker parts, like what we got here, while the half one does not have that.
What is the name of this alien race, madam?
Galivarian. From the planet Galavar. I made it up. It's not super interesting, but I just, like, all of my superhero stuff is, like, 99% inspired by stuff in DC lore and, like, 1% Marvel. Like, I just don't care for Marvel lore. It's not that interesting to me. DC lore, I'm obsessed with, so I love how much they have aliens.
That sounds really similar to the name of Doctor Who's planet.
What's Doctor Who's planet again?
It's something like that. I can't remember off the top of it.
Well, now I have to Google it. Unless you're gonna
Please
Google
it.
Okay.
No, it'll be easier for you to do so.
Okay, hang on. Doctor Who planet. Gallifrey. Yeah,
Okay,
I seem to remember it was close, but that wasn't the intent. Well, the first intent was I just made a word that I thought sounded kind of cool, and then second, I liked that it kind of had the... It kind of sounds like the English word for a gallivant, like bravery sort of thing. I kind of liked that. That's kind of what I was going for. So there you go.
Entering.
Gallifrey. I'm not that Doctor Who. All right, how do I freaking... Okay, so he's got a moon with a dot in the middle on his forehead. One of my favorite things about Twillies in general, so like Twillies from Twilight Princess, is all this tattoo and dark stuff their skin, or is it clothes? It's not clear. I have my own personal headcanon, but like nobody's agreed on that one, which I think is really funny. Thank you. Mostly this piece is just to give me a reference. Oh, I just remembered another thing about this reference. So the body type I drew for Alinath, I don't usually draw characters this exaggeratedly muscular. So I was like, okay, where do I get a reference for this? This was before Tears of the Kingdom even had a proper name. It was still known as Breath of the Wild 2. I found fan art I really liked of rehydrated Ganondorf, and I used that as my reference to draw the body type. Because I was like, I just want this man jacked.
I need to finish that game.
Yeah, I am nowhere near finishing Tears at all.
Yeah. I should spend my Saturday morning playing it or something.
Mm-hmm. It's like, I have not touched it in months, and I'm going to start a new game this weekend, so fight me.
You'll get back to it when you get back to it.
When I get back to it.
Maybe
Okay.
after you finish Psychonauts 2, Tears of the Kingdom can be your Friday night stream or something.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so we got like a moon, and then like a smaller circle in the middle. I have to use my own references. About right there. Okay, and then we're gonna take that bad boy and we're gonna warp it. Because I have not yet. Actually, hang on. Let me do it. Rotate, and then squeeze a little. And then put over here. Yeah, and then we're gonna warp it a little bit. Warp. There we go.
Warp zone.
Warp zone, you got it. Even if I only need to warp a little bit, that still makes the stuff look way more organic.
Warp zone.
I mean, that's what I was going for, but you made it much more unhinged. Thank you.
Now I kind of want to play Super Meat Boy again. It was a good game. Not that I ever finished it. It was effing hard.
Yeah, I'm kind of afraid to. See, this can be a bit smaller. Okay, let's go back to my reference.
I just know that the Brawler, I think he said it was a good game, but I think he harped on some of the bosses because they're just like Simon Says. Just like memorize.
Yeah, memorize the pattern. I mean, I find that a lot of really well-loved bosses kind of become Simon Says. Like, when I learned that, for the most part, Sans is like scripted and does things in the same order, I was like, oh, well, that's not as exciting then. Because, you know, if you practice what you're supposed to, like, it's going to be very predictable. See, he has eyebrows, right? Okay, I was gonna freaking say, if I didn't give him eyebrows...
However, that works narratively.
Oh, actually, yeah, it does. To have less RNG, where he has a plan of what order he's gonna use his attacks.
Yes.
Huh. That does work narratively, dang it.
Gotcha there.
Well, I feel like he is the one where it would make sense to not do that, because he's aware of the timeline stuff. He's the only one that's conscious of that. Hi, Pyro!
What is this beautiful art you're making?
Oh.
That's there. Holy cow.
I mean, everybody raise your hand if you like a firm, ripped, shredded, built alien man.
I'm sorry, did you say breaded?
I said shredded. I could say shredded chicken, but how about breaded chicken? Raise his hand. Yeah. Yeah, who wants a piece of this alien meat?
I find myself more attracted to Ganondorf, let's be honest.
I mean, definitely as an adult, I'm able to see the appeal of Ganondorf, so yes.
Specifically Tears of the Kingdom of Ganondorf.
Yes, Tears of the Kingdom of Ganondorf.
Part of it is Matt Mercer's voice, because, come on.
Yeah, Matt Mercer is, like, you know, one of the most attractive men on the planet, so that's kind of cheating.
I know.
It's not fair. Like, I'll still be like, oh yeah, look at this absolute man me over here. But at the end of the day, I'm a twink lover. I like me some twinks. That's why I drew this guy. The body type didn't come out very well. This is mostly just a reference, so I know what the body patterns are. But I am specifically a twink lover. I love femboys. I love little manlets. That's just my cup of tea right there. I'll say it. Bunch of cowards.
Not to eat, just admire.
Just admire? I am looking respectfully.
So wait, are you getting this from a different art piece, or is this from one of your previous
all
art
of this
pieces?
is my art. All of this is my art.
Wow. Hey, wait a second. Is that on a t? Why are you putting that on a t-shirt? Is that what you're doing?
No. I'm just doing art. I'm like, wait, I haven't done the tattoo quote-unquote things on my character yet in this piece, so now I have to, like, do it, and I'm like, this is why... And I have to reference him. But, you know, there's a reason I'm gonna let this character usually wear clothes, so that's a lot less of the pattern I have to draw over and over again. I mean, he is definitely going to be shirtless in some scenes because obviously, like, I drew this reference for a reason, so I knew what his patterns were. And also because I attended his first costume to be, like, shirtless mostly, so you can see a lot of this. So the backstory for this character I think is really fun. So you don't really meet him in season 1, you just get name drops of him, and he's actually a famous hero. Like, you hear about him and it was like, oh, look at this famous hero. And then one day it's in the news that he's a crime boss now, and it's not really known to the news why. So we'll get more of his backstory later. But basically, he switched sides overnight and is now, like, controlling the crime and the leader of a huge crime syndicate. But he was a beloved hero before that. So that's this character. I think he's just fun.
I just think he's neat.
I just think he's neat. That's so many of, like, my character ideas. It's like, I just think it's neat.
I mean, at least you're not one of those people who's constantly making serial killers and all their stories are about murder.
Right. Sorry, I'm not 14. I'll say it. Come over here and fight me.
Excuse me, what's the context of that? Excuse me?
14-year-olds love writing about murder is what it is. And I'm like,
Gosh. You 14-year-olds are terrifying.
Yeah, they're kind of terrifying.
Edgy.
Yeah, they're just edgy, is kind of what it is.
And don't have a fully developed prefrontal cortex in order to comprehend the horrors of which they write.
Yeah, they don't well, okay, there's something I really love about that, and I'll answer Danny's question in a second here, but Yeah, there's something I really love about that. It's like, oh, look at me, I'm an adult and I'm trying to write like a spooky D&D monster or whatever. And then like this 9-year-old will come out of nowhere and write their idea for a spooky D&D monster, and it will be the most horrifying description an adult has ever heard. Because they know not what they write. They do not have the comprehension for how truly horrific it is. Which is really fascinating.
I think that has a big factor having to do with why I developed anxiety. My brain developed to the point where I had a much better understanding and comprehension of the horrors of life.
The horrors,
it was too much.
And there's something you said like a while ago that like made a lot of sense to me, because I totally agree. Where like as a kid I was like totally fine with like, you know, violence in media, but like really squeamish about anything like sexual content in media. And as an adult it's reversed, and both of those just come down to I have a better comprehension of how the world works. I have a better understanding. And I'm like, oh dang, that's true. It's just like, would I prefer not to see sexual content? Yes, but am I gonna freak out about it? No. I'm not squeamish about like nudity or whatever. I'm fine. It's like I prefer not to see it, but it's not gonna ruin my day, you know? Anyway, powers. That's a good question. I'm still actually formulating that part. At the very least, one is super strength. I want another one to be like a very flashy power, but I haven't quite decided what that's gonna be. And my brain keeps coming back to Darkseid from DC lore, where I thought it was cool the first time I saw it, but after a while I was like, that's kind of stupid. So Darkseid, and actually I might have the character wrong, it might be a different DC villain and I'm just remembering wrong. Basically he shoots lasers out of his eyes, but the lasers like don't go straight, they're like zigzags. Like they come out of his eyes like and he can like control which way it whips around. And at first I thought that was super cool, and now I'm like, that's kind of stupid. So I've like, yeah, I've changed my mind on that one. So as far as like the more flashy attack powers of Valineth, I have not yet decided. But I do want it to be something like energy based, because what Carmen has is energy based as well. But it also functions differently, because not only is he half human, but he has a little bit of the genetics from his mom, who was a metahuman, and has a little bit of what she had.
This is from your
Yeah, my superhero project. So this is mental metas. I'm taking a swig of water.
Oh yeah, you swigged that water.
Oh yeah, I swigged that water.
What I thought would be really
swig that water.
Yeah.
Is if I had like a hydration stream where I like had a goal to drink like a certain amount of water. Everyone's just cheering me on.
No, see, listen. What you gotta do is you just gotta have a stream where you just drink water. That's all it is.
Just. Okay, so. Actually, let me. A
stream where you just what?
Okay.
Where you just drink water.
I'm not gonna like show it. Like a just drink water stream. Like that's all we're doing. Yeah, that's all we're doing. So Point Crow recently.
Oh no.
Let me go over here.
That is a way to start a topic.
Let's see. Are you going to upload your comic to Webtoon or something when it's done? Yes. I do plan on using Webtoon or Tapas. Like I've asked an artist about it who uses Tapas, which is like the second biggest web comic app. And I was asking them like, is there anything wrong with uploading your comic to both so you get more views and more of an audience and stuff like that? And the answer is yes, you're allowed to upload to both unless one of those big apps really likes your work and sees that your work is extremely popular, and they might ask you to sign a contract where you get more ad revenue, but you're not allowed to upload it to anywhere else, sort of thing, is what I've heard. People can correct me on that if they know more, but yeah, that was something I was curious about.
That's technically a good and a bad thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing and a bad thing. It just really depends. So like you can get yeah.
I mean, if
get,
you're popular enough for the app to offer you more ad revenue, then people would be willing to go to that app.
Yeah, like there's a reason that Lore Olympus is constantly advertised as Webtoon exclusive. Like you can't read it anywhere else. You have to go to Webtoons to read Lore Olympus.
Is that what Webtoon is? Just like an app where to read like comics and stuff? Because I've been getting ads about that.
Yeah. So Webtoons and Tapas, as the other one, are just apps where artists can upload their original comics, their long-running series, and you get a little bit of ad revenue for it, I hear. So that sounds great. I would also still upload my stuff to like DeviantArt and Tumblr and stuff like that, like just my normal places where I upload art anyway. But yeah, if something like that came up where it for some reason got really popular and got lots of views, then I guess there would be a possibility they would give me an offer. And if I get an offer, I would just start asking a bunch of fellow comic artists about it and see what their opinion is on the matter. But yeah, I mean, obviously, generally, I'm not gonna go, oh, I'm making this for the money. I'm making this because I want it to exist. This is something that I find really special and I'm very passionate about it. And I'm creating something that I would be happy if it existed. So that's why I'm making it. That's it. That's
the brain, baby.
You're bringing it into existence is what you're going.
I'm just really passionate about there being more stories featuring like mental health problems or physical disabilities and showing that these characters are heroes and are still very capable of doing extravagant and wonderful things in the world. And yeah, I just feel like my message is really cool and underdone and just lots of things I've been creating for this. I'm like, I want this to exist. I need
the miracle of birth.
The miracle of birth. Yes, that's kind of what it's like being an artist. Is like I think of a thing that doesn't exist, and then I make it exist. That's what I do, baby. Okay, now I'm gonna bring up the Point Crow thing. So right. Point Crow.
Lay it on me.
For his management has allowed a pizza party for 2 million subscribers. So he got 2 million subscribers on YouTube. And so his entire live stream is a pizza party for an entire hour. This is 1 hour long of him and a couple of his office people having a pizza party in complete silence. And actually, I'm covering it up. Hang on. There's a Twitch chat. This is from Twitch. There's a chat live. And tons of people are like, oh, pre-recorded. No, it is not. I have watched this entire thing. They have TTS on. So people can pay to have the TTS read and to try to like make them crack. And yeah, there's one comment that makes all three of them crack. And they try to cover it up, like they put their faces in their cups and stuff to try to cover their smiles. And then they go back to yeah.
They have a depressing pizza party.
Exactly, that's it. This is the video. I watched the whole thing and was surprised to find myself smiling through most of it because actually this is really funny to watch.
Wait, hold up. Okay,
it's such a depressing pizza party.
That looks sad. Like, I'm sorry, that just looks so sad.
That's kind of the point.
It's kind of funny. It's awkwardness, you know.
Yeah, it's just super awkward.
We're having a silent pizza party for 2 hours, and we're streaming it.
Yeah, it's just an entire solid hour of silent pizza party.
And the decorations look sad. They just look.
But they're streamers.
Well, the fact that they have so many viewers means the chat can entertain themselves. You can point anything in front of them. Doug proved this.
Actually, I just realized there was like a pun in what I said. I said there are streamers, as in like the party garlands, but there's also streamers. As in the people. So that be streamers.
First of all, I need you to acknowledge that the Doodle plushies are also wearing party hats.
I wanted to acknowledge this. I was just waiting to get to it.
It's very important. I'm a little sad that nobody made this joke in the TTS, but if I was here for this stream, I would be insanely tempted to donate money that I don't have to use the TTS just to say the Doodle is gonna crack any minute now. Because once people discovered that TTS was on, people started going ham, trying so hard, and then there's still people in the chat going, "Oh, pre-recorded." No, it ain't. You can see the body language so hard when they hear anything TTS going on. It's so funny.
Okay, you'll have to show me highlights later.
There is a comment where somebody left highlights, and I clicked through these, and they picked the intentionally, most boring parts to highlight, but there's nothing going on.
Wow.
I thank you, Dark Brandon 1218. Such an amazing, exciting, exhilarating, stimulating, gripping, compelling, inspiring, moving, powerful, dramatic, shocking, sensational, hair-raising, cliff-hanging, mind-blowing, startling, rousing, and intoxicating stream. It was very educational, and it motivated me to better myself in life. I felt so many emotions throughout this entire thing. I laughed, I cried, I cheered, I yelled, I went through a million different emotions. My favorite parts of the stream. So... 2 minutes in when I first started watching this, I'm like, I'm not gonna finish this. This is so stupid. I watched the whole thing. I couldn't look away. I couldn't look away. So anyway.
You didn't multitask? You were just sitting there watching that for an hour?
I legit watched it. Okay, well, part of it, I took the phone with me to the bathroom and wasn't directly looking at it. I was just kind of listening at the TTS and stuff like that, but...
Wow.
Sometimes you gotta take your phone with you to the bathroom. It's part of the experience.
Every time.
It's every time, bro.
Alright.
So anyway, so if you want to do a stream that's you just drinking water, this is proof that you can.
Well, I was just gonna be people motivate me to hydrate. Or
yeah,
whatever,
motivate you to hydrate.
Especially if I gotta go donate blood or something. What everybody's been telling me is I need to start crazy, a few days before.
Mm-hmm.
Not donate blood, do a blood draw so that I can get
yeah
testing done.
Yeah.
No one gets to have my blood for free.
Yeah, you gotta pay me for it.
You too can become like me with a bottle or with a small jar of blood.
Oh gosh. I was like, no, I can't do needles. I'm like, hey doctor, here's a warning. If you pull out that needle, my body is going to physically freak out and hyperventilate and want to pass out and get really hot and all these other symptoms. And they're like, oh, that's fine. And then I start hyperventilating and they're like, oh no, we can't draw your blood because you're hyperventilating. Oh no. I'm like, cool, are you stupid?
That's why they gotta put you to sleep first.
Are you freaking stupid? You're trained professionals. You telling me you guys don't know how to calm a patient? Are you freaking idiots? That's all I can gather.
You gotta use that gas to put you to sleep first, so you won't even...
Just give me the snoozies. Just put me out. Just take me out. Oh, gosh. Oh, she took me out on a date with a gun. Pew, 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 pew. Oh gosh, okay, I gotta put this back on full blast. Multiply 100% normal so I can get the color.
I'm gonna look for some things in the closet.
Oh, you are you? Multiply back to 25-ish percent. And then we get to...
Hold up, what are you talking? Was that Aki?
Oh yeah, she's behind me trying to get some from the closet.
I thought that was someone else. I was about to say, who's that?
Who's that? It's a magical lady. Yeah, you're a magical lady, hon. Yeah. Magical lady. You're my magical lady.
It's a special act.
If you were both in the same room having like the same microphone on, I'm surprised it's not catching up like the frequencies of each other.
Oh yeah. I mean, she would leave her device in the other room.
So we don't get echoes.
So we don't get echo, because that's a big problem, and audio is hard. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Bill Cipher or
Yes. Let's go down, down, down. I want you.
Right now.
Because I'm a creature, and you're gonna have to deal with that. I don't know what I'm doing. Clay isn't here to give me moral support. I don't know how to freaking color. I barely know how to cell shade. It should be obvious. What am I doing? This looks terrible. An attempt was made. Yeah. And if I had one. Or something like that. I don't freaking know, dude. Make sure we need another dimple over here. Dimple. No, that's not the tool I clicked on. Stop. Stop it. Gosh.
Dimsdale dibby
Dimsdale dibba dibble. It's kind of good. Nope, that's gonna bug me.
Funny don't dibble dibble. Dibble.
Dibble dibble. Stretchies. Oh, that makes me want to do another stretchy. I'm gonna do it anyway. That was kind of good. I might have to do the thing where I have 2 different layers of cell shading. So it's a thing people do sometimes, and they make it work. And I don't think I'm really good at it. Whoops. I believe in you. Spooky upstairs noises. Will they proceed to make my house smell really bad? It just smells like paint in here.
Yep, it's great.
It's like, why do landlords have to repaint constantly? Just makes it look worse. I've seen photos of painting over outlets, painting over light bulbs. You name it. My personal favorite is the photo that it's not real, but it's a meme to make fun of the phenomenon of like what appears to be an entire person under a layer of paint. It says, "Oh no, my landlord painted over the previous tenant." That one, I felt that one on a spiritual level, dog. I love that one so much. Like, I didn't realize how bad it was until I lived in an apartment where there was multiple obvious objects that were painted over, and I'm like, really? I get that it's not the painter's job to move things out of the way, but maybe it should be somebody else's job to move things out of the way of the painters before the painters come in and then paint over everything, because it's not their job to move things. Just an idea. It's not that difficult. It's like, oh, look, it's a quarter. Oh, look, it's a piece of trash. Oh, look, it's an entire glasses case. Like, bruh. Is that really so difficult? I have a lot of opinions. Opinions that are correct. Thank you. Thank you for validating me. You're gonna do what?
I'm gonna go outside and sand.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, I'm gonna go outside and get some fresh air because it smells like horrid paint in here.
I don't think outside would actually help me escape that.
Yeah, it probably smells like paint outside too, to be honest. Meow. Brought to you by somebody who has recently painted their nails. And fingernail polish does not smell nearly as horrid as whatever paint landlords use.
I am gonna grab my headphones pretty less.
Meow. Meow. Meow meow. Womp.
I squanch my family
Every day?
every day.
Sweet. Am I part of that family?
Obvi?
Yay! I like being squanched. It's not problematic. It's not problematic. It's not problematic. It's problematic, I'm sure of it, no lies.
Oh.
So don't even try. I don't know, I've lost my mind long ago. Hello. Welcome to Whoa.
I have to tell Discord to connect to my headphones, don't I?
You might.
Discord, why are you like this?
Discord has things I adore. And it also has things in it where I'm like, but why? Why would you do this?
Can't even find the gear.
I know, mobile is kind of fussy to navigate, in my opinion.
Where's the gear?
Where is it? Where? I can't locate it.
Oh, I figured out how to change my status on mobile, though.
Yay! I mean, a new thing they added is you can add a status to a voice channel, like what I did the other day, and then I like had a hard time figuring out how to like unset that. I figured it out eventually, but I'm like, this is not intuitive, bruh.
Wait, what do you mean you can set a?
Okay, so let me do it right now. Cheddar set status. There on the on-air voice chat, there is now a status, and it says cheddar. That's a thing now. I don't know why.
Wait, what?
I don't know what the
Where did
purpose
you
is.
put it?
I don't know. Like when you're looking at the different channels on Discord, like staff chat or on air, stuff like that. Under on air, I can set a status. I don't know what the purpose of this is. Seems kind of dumb, but whatever.
How did you set this? I can't even see the status.
Oh,
What are you talking
yeah, you
about?
can't see it. I don't know. It's just a thing, I guess. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow.
Oh,
What?
you're just like, I don't know, you're just beautiful.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Music that makes your heart rate go up.
Oh, well, I don't know what you're listening to.
It's a Hat in Time, You Are All Bad Guys. It's Mustache Girls' theme when you're battling
So
her.
did the music make you lose control? Cool.
It made me lose my tracking, that's for sure.
Alright.
There it goes.
Gosh, fuck.
Oh no. Pyro was saying something and then DC'd.
I was gonna take you outside with me without headphones and hope it goes well.
And hope. One can hope. Yeah, after this I need to start uploading to like DeviantArt again because I actually haven't uploaded art to any of my main art sites in almost a year. Because I've just been way more focused on my streaming hobby, and I'm like, I'm still drawing things. I just haven't been uploading any of it. I need to get back into that, but then, like, people on DeviantArt are either going to be super stoked, they're going to be like, you're not dead, hooray! Or they're going to be like, oh my gosh, you just absolutely dumped my inbox full of your art all at once. I don't intend to literally do it all at once. I would do it, like, one day at a time when I get back to it, but I'm still like, oh, that's a real mixed reviews sort of thing that's gonna come up. Are they?
I think I mentioned it in family chat yet, but that left door to the washer and dryer,
Uh-huh.
I'm having a hard time opening and closing now.
Yeah.
Just be really careful with it.
The left one?
The left one.
Yeah. The right one, I'm like, I'm not sure if we should close it because the washing machine keeps coming forward. It's a problem. It's like, what do we do about washing machines that have nothing but violence in their hearts? Violence in our house. I don't understand lighting. I just feel like a friggin' city folk. I just don't get it.
It is I.
It is you.
I'm gonna be sanding, and if you can hear it, let me know.
Okay. Yeah.
So can you hear that at all?
I can hear like some noises, but it's not distinctly sanding. It's something else.
Yeah, so I was trying to remove the label from this box.
Yeah.
But what I decided what I'm going to do is, since I'm planning to just kind of glue paper to the outside anyway, I'm just going to not worry about sanding the label off and just give it a gentle sanding to roughen it up a bit so it'll accept glue better. And then glue paper, put the paper over it.
Yeah, I remember like the first time I saw like the aftermath of your first attempt on that project, and it was sitting in the kitchen, and I saw it all roughed up. Like my first instinct was, "Oh no, what happened to her box?" And I was like sad. But then like a minute later, I realized like, oh, she was sanding it on purpose because there were sanding blocks next to it. So.
Yeah, it's very rough.
I used context clues to figure out the case. This murder is solved. A murder most foul.
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 Did they make that joke in A Hat in Time? The burger on the Owl Express. Did they say murder most foul?
They should. Because that would be an amazing pun.
Yes.
Because it's about, like, birds. It's so annoying when my tablet does that. Ugh. Can't even describe what it is it does. But it's always done that. And I messed with a feature that I'm pretty sure should have fixed it and then did not. So, F me.
Advice.
So let's turn this up a bit. I guess I'll just leave it up there and I can toggle that later. Everybody hydrate. I'm gonna hydrate.
Oh man, you're right. I did bring my hydration fluid down here.
Good. Hydration fluid is good. We should just do a stream where we're just drinking water in silence.
The researcher in chat has requested that you stretch your body.
I gotta stretch.
So for science, test subject Vicky Violet will now demonstrate.
Jeez, I'm stretching. Ah. Oh, that's good, I think. I did it. Oh my gosh, what is that emote? Hold up. Is that Naruto? What am I looking at? It's going by too fast. It's just a character wearing orange and is blonde. That's me doing some extra stretching. Got it. Yes, very good. I can't believe you've been a partner for 13 months. It's not partner. It's not... It's not the same thing. Don't lie to people. Whatever it is. Affiliate, you scallywag! Partners when you get the purple check mark from Elon Musk and Bezos. Specifically their baby known as Elon Bezos. I made that up just now. I don't... There's a joke in there somewhere, I think. I wasn't able to find it. Tune in next week.
I think you failed at joke and just went right to cringe.
I am cringe and I am free. I forgore what it was. Cut me a break. Well, what if I cut you a piece of brownie?
Yeah.
Yeah! Tuna next week. I don't... I don't have any pun ideas. I'm sorry. I failed.
Why are we getting tuna next week?
Tuna next week. I would squeal with delight. With delight. with Delight.
Is
Alright,
Delight in here?
She was earlier. Maybe if we say her name enough times, we'll summon her.
Maybe if you clap really hard.
Aki, you need to clap really hard for Delight to see if she'll show up. I need to do it. Yay! I don't know if it'll work. Yeah. What?
If she does come back in,
She's sorry, your voice is muffling out really bad.
Oh, if she does come back in, she's gonna hear about this.
Yeah, she's gonna hear about it, and then when she does come in, we need to clap for her more because she hates that.
Yeah.
For
It's a running joke. You need to clap for Delight.
you need to clap for Delight.
That's why.
I don't think it worked, but your attempt was delightful. They just don't have clap emotes on Twitch. I know. I mean, I have a clap sound effect that you guys can use. It's a little applause thing, but and then I when she started adding sound alerts on her channel, I was like, Delight, you need to add applause. And she was like, fine. Yeah, that one. Oh gosh, I forgot it layers. It layers. Oh no. Get layered, idiot. Oh gosh. Oh, save it for the Delight. Oh my gosh. Keep doing that. I'm gonna abuse it too. Thought we were summoning her. Negatory. She did not show up. My attempts were futile. The applause reminds me of a saying from a certain ogre. I don't know no ogres. Who could that possibly be? See, onions are like layers. They have a lot of opinions, and they're real stinky.
And it really sucks when you're talking one.
Yeah. Ogre? I don't even know her. Frick yeah, dude. Alright, how's he looking? He is looking shaded. What?
You know how much I beat up this box like a lot.
like a lot. I love the calories. Alright, we get to give some more shading to Governess. Take a break from Alinath over
Shading
here.
is what you worship.
Alright. I'm listening. Meow, meow.
It is now singing time with Vicky Violet.
Ooh.
Roll the dice.
Who did it? Who done it?
Sonata, do it. I mean, I will quickly learn who the usual culprits are. Where's my cursor? There it is. Jeez. Alright, we gotta bring up this bad boy. And then my dice are over here. And my tracking is being very fussy. Meow. Dicey, wicey. Okay, there's that is
Because that website is down that you used to make that custom sound.
Wait, what?
Longer. That custom sound alert you made of GLaDOS.
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore because the website's down.
Yes you can. Because it's
other services.
because it's different. It's not a TTS. Well, it was made using the TTS, but they're like GLaDOS is such a common TTS voice that you can easily find it again.
Well, I don't want GLaDOS.
Yeah,
I
but
want
also
their
you don't
voice.
want GLaDOS. But yeah, there's another TTS voice software that I've used. I need to check to see if I can connect it to Neville because I haven't bothered doing that yet because it takes so many spoons to do that, which is why I haven't gotten around to it yet. There we go. Okay, here's my dice. Okay, so I'm going to have to attend these streams for a whole month without requesting the singing. That way I can request it like 3 times in a row and shock you. Oh gosh. Or you can conspire with other people in chat and be like, how much money you got? You can conspire, I don't care. Alright, here's my dice. Ooh, I had to pull them out because they were still in my dice bag. Here's the dice. Yeah.
The sanding gets hot.
The sanding gets hot? Are you discovering that kinetic energy equals thermal energy?
Yes.
Okay, I've rolled the dice. That's a 29. We all hold off for an extended period, so we get an entire stream of music singing. I would consider doing, like, a karaoke stream. I have considered that. Yeah, I would love to do a karaoke stream. So maybe that's just a thing. I'm gonna take another swig of water, and then I will check my list to see which one number 29 is. You guys should be drinking water too. Oh yeah.
Number 29. 29.
Ooh. More aviators. I mean, I'm the little goober gop that put a lot of aviators on the list. Okay, where's this phone? In case people are like, oh no, you have more than one phone. Are you a drug dealer? Just know that only one of them has service, so give that a probably not. I'm trying to decide if I should ooh-woo voice this one or not. God Hunter. Okay, what's the vote? You want me to ooh-woo? You know what? I'm gonna ooh-woo.
Well, depends on the song.
I still have ye old iPod Touch. Oh yeah, somewhere I still have my original MP3 player I had with me in middle school. Oh gosh. Where's this? Okay, good thing I'm checking that. Boop-a-doop. Okay, so you think depending on the song?
Or you can just do what you want.
I can just do what I want. I'm trying to decide. You know, just aviators feels right to do like normal voice. But I'm also insecure about my normal voice, but I'll give it a go. Alright, Aki, go ahead and mute. I'm gonna give you a sec to do that. Do your normal voice. Oh, thank you. It's a beautiful voice. Thank you. I'm just gonna do another hot exclamation point. Aviators. Did I spell it right? Yes, sweet. Go check out Aviators. Aviators is my favorite musician of all time. So there you go. I'm gonna do another swig of water, and then we're going to sing God Hunter. Aviators music straight up has lore, by the way. That's also like super fun to me. Yeah, use the sync real quick. You can do that. I'm checking my audio mixer to see if it's picking up anything. No, that should be fine. No, that's good, actually. Yeah. Mic's picking up slightly. I'll wait till listen. Not that this needs to be like perfect or anything. It's just kind of like a little sing doodle, a doodle diddle, diddle ding, diddle ding. I'll call it a diddle ding. I'm gonna do another water. It's called stalling because I'm always so nervous. Blump blump. It's not so much the water itself, it's the clunking in the sink. What are you washing, sweetie? The box you just sanded. She's doing crafts. By all means, do crafts. Work on your sewing. Do some crocheting. Slap some clay on a pottery wheel for all I care. Wow, wow, wow. Music with lore reminds me of King Diamond. Not a big fan, but each album was a parentheses dark story, which is neat. Why no sync? Because Aki is using the sync. Aki's using the sync right now. Unless you guys are like, I don't hear it.
Sorry, this is taking longer than I expected.
Oh no. She says it's taking longer than expected. I don't hear it. Really? I really don't hear it though. Okay, we have 2 confirms for they don't hear it, so. Double checking. Okay. Yeah, everything's good. I've checked everything. I'm still in like an ooh-woo mood, but I gotta be normal. Normal is just a setting on a washing machine. Normal is just a setting on a washing machine. Ah. Normal is made up. Rumors heard from a little blackbird, the edges of a prophecy, the pieces I have learned, said the daughter of the reaper has been searching for the keeper, and I feel she'll let me burn. Locked, tied up in the tower on top of the domain of humanity, the god order that I've earned. When you're holding on to majesty, you'd fear the haunted travesty that balance may return. When you're sinful to the bone, unholy, and you've claimed yourself a throne like me, wield power of your own making, God hunter's gonna hunt you down. If you're something more than flesh ascended, and you've taken on the rest to end it, then she'll find you in a dream tormented. God hunter's gonna hunt you down. Fear confined to the depths of my mind, for what could be such a threat to me, the conqueror of time? Yet the whispers of a reckoning have kept the spirits beckoning to look upon my crime. Blood and war when the world is no more. She's been watching for a century with hatred and with scorn. If you know the hunt is coming, then you hide or keep on running, 'cause she's slain the gods before. Don't let her see your power in the daylight. Don't let her see you when you bring the storm. To the master of the Eldritch, she's a growing bed of thorns. Dark cults, leaders of the night, tell the tales of a fright from a ghost of the future days. A holy crusade on the gods' decay to end our violent ways. Lost kings fallen in the midst made their names on a list, and the hunt was carried through. A prize for the past when your name is last, and the hunter comes for you. Of all the free, she has none left but me, and my loyal nights have passed with time. A god and a throne locked up all alone in the kingdom I called mine. Dreams of a being from the watcher unseen, how he warned me she'll come to take his due. The hate in your head, she has more, he said. The god hunter waits for you. When you're sinful to the bone, unholy, and you've claimed yourself a throne like me, wield power of your own making, God hunter's gonna hunt you down. If you're something more than flesh ascended, and you've taken on the rest to end it, then she'll find you in a dream tormented. God hunter's gonna hunt you down. There you go. I really like aviators. Like a lot. A lot. One of these days, man. One of these days. I want to be like an aviators cover artist of some sort. I don't know. I just really want to make music. Oh, Danko. Bruh. I have such a hard time like staying on pitch too. Like I know I do. But I get to mark that one off the list. That's one of my top favorite Aviator songs right now. He's just got like the dark fantasy stuff going on. It's really cool. Your voice is great. If only you weren't so nervous about it. Thank you. Hi, Mitch. I just finished a song. Sorry if you missed it. Thank you, Nightbot. Very cool. Oh my gosh. Hope everyone's doing well. Gotta double check my volume levels. Frick, I clicked on the wrong thing. No, that's good. Volume levels are good. Alright, we can go back to drawing time.
Go back over here. There we go. I'm drawing my OCs.
I will do another quick skim of all my drawings I have up. You just gotta be a bit more confident. You have a wonderful voice. Thank you. Don't worry, I'll just request. Wait, restrain thyself. I mean, you can do what you want, ain't you, Dad? Unless. Alright, where's my freaking drawing glove? I missed something important, huh? I mean, if you're into my singing. Yeah. I'm double checking my audio levels because this is one of those tracks that like the volume goes up and down a lot. There we go. Unless, like I can already hear the Vine Boom. Sorry, I don't have Vine Boom as one of my sound alerts. I like your singing, so it's important, Lel. Aw, thank you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, you sassy sausages. I love you guys so much. So I'm currently working on this drawing of my OCs. Got some different color layers. Yes, Yay is one of my favorites. This is my character Alinath and Governess. Here's the reference I'm using for Alinath because I sometimes draw characters with too much detail and I can't remember them off the top of my head. Oh, I missed his lip. Did I? Yeah, I missed his lip. Sassy, slinky rat that I am. Ooh. Let's see. Over here is this drawing that I'm working on. I haven't done the line art yet because I hate doing line art. But a couple of my characters arguing. Miscellaneous good guys. Some lady villains. Miscellaneous characters. Some more miscellaneous good guys. These are all from the one project of mine. This is all mental metas. My superhero thing. Alright, so I need to color pick his tattoo thing again because I missed... I was staring at it earlier and I forgot. Alright, give me more of your tattoo color. Let's go back over here. Tattoos. I missed his lips. It's just not as obvious because it's over the paler part of his skin. Let's get rid of those layers so I can see what I'm doing. Bijou, 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 bijou. And I'll just carve it down. So a little curve, a little curve. And then, whoops. I want to make it curve the other way. Like that. I missed this stream so much. Oh, like just me streaming in general? Because if that's the case, that's very sweet. Thank you. I try. I'm going to take another swig of water. Everybody hydrate. Nom 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 nom. Bah.
But yeah, I just like doing the art, you know?
The researcher in chat has requested that you stretch your body. So for science, test subject Vicky Violet will now demonstrate.
I'm looking at my audio levels, I know. Ooh, now I'll do a real stretchy. There you go. Was that good for you? Alright, there we go. We've got... So this is like the flat colors here, in which there's like too much contrast and like the darks are too dark and the lights are too light. So I have this layer on top to like reduce the contrast, and then I'm like shading on top of it. And then I'm gonna probably do another shading layer Also, the contrast I know is like probably a little too much, so I'd actually like turn it down a little bit like this. But yeah, I'm gonna need some of that contrast so that way the shading can actually be seen. Ugh. What am I freaking doing? I'm such a goober gop. Oh yes, I was working on governess over here. A little snake woman. Eh. I'm gonna put...
Sorry about that.
No, you're good, you're
I
good.
was trying to get that label off, right?
Yeah.
And then underwater,
Mm-hmm.
the label was coming off pretty easy because it was mostly paper. It's like, oh, I should.
Oh, you should have tried water
I just hope the water
first.
doesn't work the wood.
As long as you make sure it dries out right away, that should be fine.
I mean, I have it in the drink.
Yeah. Snexy lady. Whoops. I mean, I was already like partly sexualizing Alinath earlier because I'm like, oh yeah, look at this man meat over here. Like I was already doing that earlier, and I'm like, you know what? Most of my characters, I'm like, no, don't sexualize them. That's weird. These are my babies. But like some of them, I'm like, oh yeah, you're allowed. You're allowed. I just clipped the mic. Why did I clip the mic? Do I need the mic farther for me? Hang on. Why did I get into the red? I'm sorry if I was too loud just now for you guys. I gotta check my audio levels, dude. Audio is so freaking hard. Oh my gosh. Anyway, as I was saying, permission to sexualize Alinath. Also permission to sexualize governess. That's fine. I'm not saying yar har fiddly dee rule 34 is all right with me. I'm not saying do that. Don't, please. But if you're like, hey, I find this character attractive, good job on your character design, thank you. That's what I mean to say. Because I have to clear that up because ever since... Oh no. Yeah, ever since I started working on Everything is Spiders... Hang on, I need another drink. I'm losing my voice. Ever since my project of Everything is Spiders, which some of you guys probably have never heard of, it's a video game concept I started working on about almost a decade ago. Wow. I was in college. So that was a project I was working on, just kind of like the idea of like, haha, what if zombie apocalypse beat 'em up game, but it's giant spiders? Like that's the whole premise. But all of the protagonists are teenagers. And I kept living in fear of like, oh no, what if this gets popular and then people start drawing creepy artwork of my characters who are minors? Like that was kind of freaking me out, even though that's like not likely to happen because it's, you know, it's just a video game concept. It's like, I'm just an artist and a writer. There's not a whole lot I can get done as far as a video game is concerned with those limited abilities. And I still very much want it to exist. I would friggin' love to make Everything a Spiders. So if for some frickin' reason there's some Yahoo who knows how to program and likes my idea, feel free to hit me up, I guess. Because I would love that. But in the meantime, I'm letting myself work on other projects that interest me. So for example, I'm working on Mental Metas right now, which... in the meantime, it's just going to be literary, but I've gotten enough people saying this would make a great comic, partially because it's a superhero thing and people are going to think of superhero genre and think comics. Of course they are. So I am also considering doing a comic and maybe putting that on Tapas or Webtoons and stuff like that. Who knows? This is a really long series. I have the exact same anxious thoughts if Mitch ever got popular enough. Oh gosh. Don't even get me started on if I, as a streamer, were to get popular and how creepy that might get. I don't want it. I don't want it. Don't.
No creepers.
No creepers. Not allowed. Outright gonna say he's ace, bruh. I have so many OCs that are ace that I've thought to myself, people... like, I don't know, just in some timeline where, like, my characters get a lot of attention, and I'm like, by the way, this character is asexual, and you writing fanfics about them falling in love with another character is a little weird. Not to say asexuals can't date or anything, because they can, for those who don't understand how that stuff works, but I'm still like, This character's asexual and aromantic, so I don't. Oh, what are your goals here? I have a lot of characters that are like aro A's because it suits the character. Fight me. And I don't know anybody else who does this in their character Bibles, but I legit have a section in my character Bible. So like normally where you would write like age, gender, race, stuff like that. Like, so for Alinath, I would have like, gosh, how old is he? I don't know, 40s. I haven't decided his age. He's also an alien, so it kind of doesn't matter. Just grown adult. And then gender, male, race, Galavarian, blah, 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 blah. You know, that like that's kind of how it would look under his bio in my character Bible. I also invented a section for orientation where I will write their romantic and sexual orientation because that's kind of important sometimes. And I don't know, it's just kind of a thing I invented. I don't know anybody else who does that.
Telling me all the Tumblerinas don't specify it.
I know, it's probably, oh my gosh, I'm still clipping my microphone. I'm gonna put my mic a little farther away. Jeez. Maybe I need to put my limiter back on. But yeah, I probably just picked it up from like Tumblr culture and how often people on the internet argue about the sexual orientation of cartoon characters and why that's like become important. But I'm like, yeah, it's a little silly. But on the other hand, it's kind of a thing that matters. Like if it's a part of their identity and it's a part of who they are, then yeah, that's kind of fun to have that and add that. On the other hand, like with real people, if you're like, oh, I'm pansexual or whatever, and like you feel the need to like place that everywhere, part of me feels that's a little weird because technically your sexuality is nobody's business, but I don't know. That's just kind of the culture we're in. It's interesting. Now, there's been my random rant. For more questions on character Bibles, feel free to ask me because I've invented a lot of stuff I've started using in my character Bibles because I invented it. I don't know anybody else that does a lot of the things I do in my character Bibles. Governess is actually like one of the hardest characters to draw because I want her to be so cartoony, but then like she starts not fitting in the art style anymore. Probably going to write a character Bible for Mitch over the coming weeks. Oh yeah, if you have any questions on like suggestions for writing a character Bible. So another thing that I invented that I think is actually super helpful is a section I call relationships. So I'll have it say like, let me just get another layer. I'll be like, oh my gosh. Oh, there we go. Relationships. That's a long word. And then I'll have like bullet points. And then I'll have like mother, comma, and then I might write bad. And then I would have like father, close, stuff like that. Or I would have like, you know, the bad guy in the story. Bad guy. Nemesis. Or I would have it like a lot more detailed than just these singular words. Singular words are a good place to start, but sometimes you do have to be a lot more specific, like, currently not on speaking terms. Like, with like, I don't know, like a brother. You know, something like that. I just think this is like super helpful. Like, I'll have this section over under every character. And it's not like I'm gonna go through the entire list, the entire cast, and write every single one. It's just gonna be like any character that this character would know. Because not every character in a whole story is gonna know each other. Like, that doesn't make sense. Why does everybody know each other? Like, why would the bad guy over here have a personal knowledge of the main character's mom or something? Like, that would be kind of random. Unless it does come up, but like, you know, stuff like that where like, that's never gonna come up, so I'm not gonna bother writing their relationship because they don't know each other. That sort of junk. But I find this really helpful to remind like that these are characters who are intended to feel natural like human beings. and what their opinions are of each other can have a lot of bearing on how they might treat each other if they end up in the same room, or how they might talk about each other when they're not out in the same room, stuff like that. I find that stuff like that really helpful. Delete. There we go. So that's just one of the things I invented. I don't know anybody else who does that, but I think it's neat. Where was I gonna shade next? Frick. I don't remember. I'm just gonna go down here and start on her legs. I'm losing my voice. Low-key looking forward to this week's stream where I'm gonna be talking a lot less, probably. Probably not, actually, knowing me. I'm very chatty. It's like building a D&D character, but no dice. No dice. I wish I was better at making D&D characters, because the thing with those is it's not me just making a character, I'm also trying to make a character I would be able to roleplay, and that's where the hard part comes in, because, like, I've studied acting and stuff, but I find role-playing really difficult, and I don't know how to get into characters, so for, like, the longest time, I just keep making characters that are very me over and over again, and I got bored, and I'm like, I'm gonna try inventing something else. So I did, and I'm like, I don't connect with this character very well. Like, role-playing is just this whole other beast that I don't particularly think I'm any good at.
I'm talking about role-playing.
Role-playing, I think I'm pretty mediocre at it.
Yeah. Oh, FYI, I tried to fix that closet door and I think I broke it.
Oh, the closet door in front of the dryer?
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing I witnessed the other day while the washer was being violent is that it kept rocking back and forth and banging the side of that door repeatedly with much violence in its heart.
Door?
Yeah, the left door, because the left door is open, and then the washer, when it's going and rocking, like, rocks forward and also rocks side to side. So it's just coming forward slightly and then banging the side of the left door repeatedly. And I'm like, that's probably really bad. Death metal washer. Yeah, there's the washing machine has so much violence in its heart, and I'm like, oh no, what do we do? Especially because it always comes forward. I'm like, well, then we can't close the right door that's in front of it, because then we probably won't be able to open the door again, because it'll come forward. And it's very problematic. I think you'd be good at it, you just need to put a bit of yourself into your characters. Well, every character I make has a bit of me in it. I'm like... Okay, this is something I joke about, but I'm also serious. Like, when I'm writing characters, it's easier for me to write a character who is a murderer than it is for me to write a character who is a bully. I don't have any identifying traits with a bully. Somebody gave me the argument of like, oh, well, like a serial killer's basically like just a bigger bully. And like, yes, but I'm not gonna write a character that's like a murderer for no reason. Like, they have a backstory and reasonings for what they do. Some of them is literally just money. Some of them, it's just a job. And even that's like more relatable than being a mean bully for absolutely no reason. I just don't understand bullies. Like, that's how little I identify with them.
The murderer strikes me more as the person who has been bullied who retaliates.
Yeah, has been bullied. Probably a victim at one point, sort of thing. Oops.
Yeah, because
wow, your audio is so terrible.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, it's like legit kind of hard to understand you. The trouble with RP is looking at the character and trying to identify what they would do despite you possibly being against it. Yeah. A lot of it does come down to that, like, oh, my character would do this, like, you know, would go out of their way to, you know, save someone's life in a dangerous situation. I'm a coward. I'm sorry, I'm a real human being, and that's scary.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna be real with you, dog. It's like, sorry, in real life, sociology has a big finger pointed at bystander effect, because it's very real. So, there's that. You know, just as an example.
His name isn't Blue. I can't read that.
Oh, Sonata?
Oh, is that what that is? Okay.
Yeah, that's Sonata. Is this easier to read? A little bit. Come on,
'Cause
tracking.
I'm only able to view the Discord stream really tiny on my phone right now.
Oh, okay. It's Sonata.
Although I probably
Vicky
It
Don't.
is now singing time with Vicky Violet. Roll the dice.
I've been caught. Oh no.
Bye.
I'm losing my voice, and this is my po-po punishment. Let's see, like you trying to play a selfish character seeking power, you'd probably have trouble betraying people, especially ones close, but your character probably wouldn't. Yeah. That's kind of like that though, bro. I'm almost out of water. Not good. Alright, let's go over here and let's diddly darn roll the dice. Here's my dice. You hear it? Okay, we're rolling the dice. That is a 39. Let's take a look and see which one that is. Oh, that's an interesting one. Adventure time. Heck
Come on, grab your
yeah.
friends.
Oh, what? Did you say other friends? Sounds like she disappeared. Let's see.
I said, come on, grab.
Oh, come on, grab your friends. Okay, sorry.
My mic so bad.
I am almost out of water. And I gotta hydrate.
first.
Yeah, I gotta hydrate a bunch. Nom 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 nom. Oh my gosh, my tracking has been so fussy since my entirely new setup with my computer. I think my camera just has a hard time seeing me for some reason. I think it's really important to remember that this is literally all our imaginations. It doesn't matter, so it's okay. So just go and do the things you wouldn't normally do. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Bringing the mic closer. Hope I don't friggin' clip my mic. Okay, I'm gonna do ooh-woo voice for this. Twacking. And let's get this going. Alright. Here's your song, you scallywags. Oh, my ankle do a snap. Alright. La da 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 da, I'm gonna bury you in the ground. La da 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 da, I'm gonna bury you with my sound. I'm gonna drink the red from your pretty pink face. I'm gonna... What? You don't like that? Or do you just not like me? Sorry, I don't treat you like a goddess. Is that what you want me to do? Sorry, I don't treat you like you're perfect, like all your little loyal subjects do. Sorry, I'm not made of sugar, and I'm not sweet enough for you. Is that why you always avoid me? It must be such an inconvenience to you. Well, I'm just your problem. I'm just your problem. It's like I'm not even a person, am I? I'm just your problem, and well, I shouldn't have to justify what I do, and I shouldn't have to prove anything to you. I'm sorry that I exist. I forgot what landed me on your blacklist, but I shouldn't have to be the one that makes up with you. So why do I want to? Why do I want to? That's why I'm gonna bury you in the ground. That's why you'll never hear another sound. I'm sorry that it's this way, but I don't know what else to say. 'Cause I shouldn't have to push all your love away. I'm just your problem. There you go. There's my ooh-woo Marceline. Marcy, dude, Marcy is best girl, and y'all can fight me on that. For real, for real. There we go.
Yeah, that would fight you on that, to be honest.
I would fight you on that because Marcy is best girl. Okay, I get to mark that one off my list. The friendly reminder that if you want to be like, I request song, instead of you rolling the dice, I'm going to name a random number between 1 and 100. And if you decide to like do that over and over again and name like, say, oh, I don't know, 69 over and over again, it will get you a different song each time. So you're allowed to just 69 repeatedly. As an example, you can do that. Marcy Ooh Pie.
Oh, Bobby.
Ooh woo. Oh yeah.
You're so sail.
Oh, she's so pale. All right, there you go. Okay, now it's time to hit the mattress. I don't sleep on hay. Good night. Hay is for the horses. Oh, you silly little gobblewonks. I love you all.
Gobblewonker.
Gobblewonkers! Num num num. And I am low on water, and I think I want a tink tink break. So actually, I'm gonna go over here. Heart. I'll be right back, you sweet salamanders. I love you.
Hello and welcome to the Aki Hour, where we sit and be one of Vicky's plushies. How's everyone doing? Is that hat good? Whatever it is, I like the emote. Like mind your manners. It's cute. Whoops. Twitch. Mitch friends with Twitch. Mitch on Twitch talking to the witch. I like that Neville is like asleep amongst plushies. He's a good little Neville. Guys, what should we spam Vicky with when she gets back? Like absolute harassment. Pandas. Oh, trash pandas, I should say. I can't words. I don't have access to trash pandas right now. Okay, which character in Vicky's plushie pile is the most of a trash panda? Discuss. I'm going with either Top or Hunter. Well, okay, Amethyst is pretty trash panda as well, actually. I might. Yeah, you know, I might be changing my answer to amethyst.
Good lord, what is happening in there?
We're discussing which of she's most of a trash panda.
Which who is? Oh, wait, which of my plushies?
Yes.
It's amethyst.
Yeah, it's definitely amethyst.
How is that up for debate?
I don't know. My brain went to Hunter at first because
oh, Hunter.
we're living in garbage at one point.
Oh, yeah, my poor son.
But amethyst
Mitch
is
on
like
Twitch
the
chilling with a witch. Oh man, there's more hot rhymes going on without me.
Yeah.
Oh my
We're
gosh.
gonna lay down some thick beats.
Amethyst should be a trash panda. Poor Hunter. Hunter's my little baby. Hang on. Got some. Yeah, I'm gonna. We're gonna. Where is it?
Get the baby. Get the baby. Get the baby.
Get baby. This goes right there. There we go.
You should have like an asset that's like one of those like tummy baby holders, and like put one of your plushies in it. Did I come up with the best idea?
That's so freaking cute. What the heck?
Get a little Snuggy Wuggy tummy bundle.
Snuggy Wuggy Huggy tummy bundle. All right, hang on. We need more. We're just gonna. Is it just that two that I have currently inputted in here? I'm gonna add one. Hold up. I know that's gonna freeze me for a second. It's gonna freak out while I do this. But I'm like, wait, I need more. Let's do.
It was making me cry. She was like laughing. The other worm in Discord didn't pick it up.
Let's put on that one. And let's put on that one. And then let's put on that one. Let's put on that one. Why haven't I done this before? Hold up. It's off. Wait. This looks so amazing. What the heck? How come I haven't done this before? Okay.
Colors are a little bit. Oh, because of chroma key.
It's the chroma key is red, so anything red is gonna get extinguished a little bit, but it's fine. There we go. Just put on. Let's
gosh, Mabel's really messed up.
Yeah, Mabel's probably really messed up. Oh, what's she attached to that's making her so wiggly? There we go. Who else do I have? We got Jump Luff. Jump Luff. Oh, let's see. Can I get my hair out of the way?
We want blue.
There we go. There's Jump Luff, and then I think just one more. Yeah, Papyrus.
Maple? Is she Grable?
She's Grable. And then, I don't know, Papyrus could also go on my head. I don't care. Oh, he's a little wiggly. Oh no. I gotta like lean down. Oh no, it's still wiggly. Oh no. No, Hunter, you're good. Oh no, now Hunter's a little wiggly. No, hang on. No, keep it wiggly. No, I'm gonna keep it.
Okay, VTubing is hilarious.
Why haven't I done this before? What the heck?
You have become the blorble vessel.
This is my collection of blur. Oh, I'm so like hot and bothered now. Plushie group's nice. This is
Bothered, ayo.
Oh my gosh. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Need everybody to acknowledge my Blorbo collection, which is not finished. I'm still working on Minna, and then next I'm gonna make Batman, and then I'm not sure who's next, but I do have like more coming. I just draw these when I can.
You really make me want to do one. Would if I was copying your idea?
Yeah, no, you're allowed to copy my ideas. That's totally fine. Make your own Blorbo plushie corner. Ooh, which version of Batman? I'm just gonna go Batman the animated series, but I am close to picking Batman from the Justice League series because the color palette is slightly different. Let me take a look. Let me just kind of Google the different versions. Batman, the animated series, so we can have a couple of examples, images of a normal version of Batman. Probably something like this. Okay, so let's copy that one. I'm gonna just paste it in Photoshop so we can see both at the same time. And I'll switch to Photoshop in a second here. Let's see, Batman, Justice League. And of course it wants to give me the version from like live action, and I'm like, no, I meant the real Justice League, the real one. Perfection. There we go. Oh boy. Hold up. Why is that image huge?
All of those bows. Oh, this is
he's Jaundice League? What happened? Supersonic racing. Okay, let's go back over here. Gosh, it's still so big. What the frick?
An extra stool or something just to hold my Copic collection. Holy
Copics. Okay, so realistically, these are pretty similar. Okay, so now I'll switch over here. So, on the one hand, so like Batman the Animated Series Batman is like mostly a gray palette with just the hint of the yellow belt. And then the one from Justice League is like same thing with just the yellow belt. But there's more emphasis on like the shininess of any of the black parts, and the shiny, instead of being gray, is like a twinge blue. I like both quite a lot. But yeah, I definitely want to go for one of these versions just because, like, you know, these were my childhood, especially Justice League, actually. I've never seen I've never seen Batman the Animated Series all the way through. I have it. I have a digital copy of all episodes of Batman the Animated Series. So one of these days, I want to marathon it in the Discord server. So we're not doing that yet because we need to finish marathoning Owl House, because that's what I was doing last in the Discord server. But eventually in my server, I'm going to marathon Batman the Animated Series. So if you guys are interested, type !Discord and you can join or whatever if that's something you're interested in. If you're interested in like Sunday movie nights or whatever, where I call it like movie nights, and most people who do the Discord thing are going movie nights and they watch movies. But actually the vast majority of stuff I want to watch in the quote-unquote movie room are series. I'm just like, oh, I'm doing Owl House. Ooh, I want to do Batman the Animated Series. Ooh, I want to do this other thing. And most of what I want to watch are series. We have watched a couple of movies. We've watched The Emperor's New Groove, and we've watched... You know what? I'm just going to check the Discord movie room so I can remember. Discord movie info. Oh, we also watched Wreck-It Ralph. Is that all? Is that all we've watched so far? I haven't done much. We've done at least 2 nights of Owl House before I had to go on hiatus, where I was busy moving. But nonetheless, that's a thing if you're interested. I'm just pointing it out. This was my favorite cartoon.
Well, there's one thing I want to say about Batman the Animated Series. When I watched it as a kid, I just really loved it because I felt like I was being treated like an adult. It just seemed like a mature, but like in a kid-friendly way, if that makes any sense.
No, it makes sense.
Yeah, but having gone back and watched a bit of it as an adult, I'm like, oh, yeah, this actually is for kids, and it's actually kind of boring. Like, I've had a really hard time getting into it as an adult, and I'm like, why? Like, why is that?
Why?
It was so engaging to me as a kid. Like, not in the way that, like, kids shows are just, you know, annoying and basic as... yeah. Like, kids aren't as stupid as you think they are. Like, some kids, more than others, will gravitate towards things that treat them like a grown-up, and I very much appreciate things that bother doing that. It talks up to kids, not down. Yeah. Like, yeah, so I plan on marathoning that sometime. I know several years ago I did marathon all of Justice League and all of Justice League Unlimited. And let me tell you, Justice League Unlimited is one heck of a drug. That one got silly, and I never realized.
Kids are people, not actually babies, if that makes sense. Oh, yeah. And I'm very adamant that some people are born kids and will be kids forever, and some people are born adults and are ready to be adults now, even though they're not allowed to be, because people are like, oh, you're just a kid, what do you know? I know people who were born adults, and it's really interesting because they're like so frustrated with being a kid and being stuck in a kid's body because they're ready to have grown-up conversations now, and people won't let them. Because, oh, you're a kid, what do you know? And
oldest brother
was born an adult. Like, he couldn't wait for independence. He couldn't wait to be treated seriously, you know? And I think that's just really interesting. Like, kind of depends on the individual. Justice League Unlimited got turned. How did you find it silly? Oh, let's just say there's an episode where Batman has to do, like, karaoke in a bar for some reason. Like... I'll just have a simple answer. It was really weird. Num num num. I got more water. I am good. I am hydrated. I am justice. There we go. Well, oh yeah, right. There's an episode where Wonder Woman gets transformed into a pig. Unlimited got really weird, and I'm not really sure why. And then I'm losing my voice. When I marathoned all of Teen Titans, I was kind of fascinated to find that, like, season 5, which I had never caught any of on television. It was when I had to, like, marathon it doing Yar Har Fiddle-Dee-Dee several years back that I found out that season 5 is basically Justice League Unlimited, where they just introduce a bunch of characters that are technically in the comics but nobody's ever heard of, and then we have, like, weird shenanigan episodes. Which isn't saying much because Teen Titans is already really shenanigans, but still, it was like, oh, we have more weirdness and we have more characters to work with, and that's interesting.
Weirdly, even though Teen Titans is sillier, it engages me more now than, like, say, Batman animated series. Yeah, like, it makes sense that Batman in the animated series talks up to kids. I'm trying to figure out why it doesn't engage me as an adult. Like for real.
Okay, so that's an interesting phenomenon I've been fixated on for years because, you know, so many things that I loved. Oh, I mean, you can still hear me.
I can still hear you, but I don't know if chat.
Thoughts on Raven from Teen Titans? I'll go ahead and type. Raven is bae.
Okay, I want to expound on Raven.
I want to expound on Raven, but I'll wait for the ad break to tell me it's concluded, or for Aki to tell me it's concluded.
Okay, ad's concluded.
Oh, is it concluded already?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, first of all, of my Blorbo corner, my plushie corner, I was going to do Raven, but then I decided I should do Batman instead. I could do both, but something feels a little redundant of doing 2 DC characters in my Blorbo corner. Even though, like, technically I'm going to have 2 Zelda characters. I've got Girahim and I'm going to have Midna. She's almost done. But, like, Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword are miles different in what type of game they are. Like, they're not the same thing. So I'm letting myself have a pass for that one. Confirmed 18 by Cartoon Network Twitter recently. Huh.
Oh, okay. I don't know the significance of that.
I know not. Anyway, as I was saying, so something I've noticed, and I think this is super weird, is I've gone back to rewatch some things I adored from my childhood and found out that they're really slow and boring to me as an adult. Like Samurai Jack. I went back and rewatched all of Samurai Jack a few years ago, and I was like, this is like so slow. Why is it so slow? Why? Like, I still think it's like kind of neat. But
usually it's the opposite, like adult shows slow compared to a kid.
Yeah.
And I am so perplexed by this.
I'm very perplexed by this. Like, even another example is going to be like, you know, some of those Newgrounds. You guys remember Newgrounds? You know, you 90s kids remember Newgrounds. Like, one of my favorite Newgrounds cartoons that I watched on loop as a kid. I watched it again, and the pacing was really slow, and the jokes were really slow to come in constantly. And I'm like, why did I like this? Why was this is so slow and boring? What? I thought this was the funniest thing on the planet when I saw it as a kid. Like, I'm so confused about this phenomenon right now. Because it's been plaguing me for a while. Because, you know, people go, oh, cartoons are going to give kids ADHD because they're so fast-paced and blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, no, a lot of the cartoons I'm rewatching as an adult, I'm like, I'm bored. This is so slow. So if somebody can give me a scientific explanation, that would be great. Yeah. So that's my 2 cents on the topic.
No, for you.
What?
No science for you.
No. Eh. I'm drinking more water because I am losing my voice.
Yarg.
Yarg. Yarg indeed. Eh.
Amber Newgrounds.
Yeah, I remember. Remember Chewbacca? Yeah, I remember. If you know, you know. And if you know, I'm sorry. Partially.
Are you?
Yes.
Are
I'm allowed to
you?
apologize for my sins. Oh gosh.
No, so what I was going to say about Raven. So
Yes. Oh yeah, Raven. Raven love.
yeah,
Activate.
yeah. So I love both Raven and Starfire a whole lot, and it's actually really hard for me to say which I like more. I know most teens would be like, "Oh my gosh, Raven," because you know they're edgy or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I relate to both of them. I love the episode where they switch bodies and they have to explain to each other how to use each other's powers. Like Starfire has to release emotion in order to use her powers, whereas Raven's powers are kind of overflowing from her, and she has to meditate in order to keep them under control. Currently, I relate more to Raven, because I feel like if I'm not doing the self-care and the meditation and whatever it is that I need to do, that my emotions are just going to burst out everywhere and destroy people.
Yeah, I felt that.
Probably not as extreme as you feel about it, but I just, and honestly, when I actually am like super emotional, I feel like most people don't notice, but like, I don't know, they just feel so strong that I feel like they're just gonna escape my body.
That makes sense. I must
Anyway,
have
you can
scrubbed
go-
whatever that Chewbacca reference is out of my mind somehow. Don't worry about it. It didn't happen. The
Yeah,
worry.
you can go ahead and think about Raven, what have you.
Yeah, like ever since I was a kid, I'm like, oh my gosh, Raven, oh my gosh, Raven. But as an adult, I have a lot more appreciation for Starfire, because I'm like, wait a minute, she's really funny. What the heck?
It's always been hilarious.
And she's
I
always-
love the way she talks.
Yeah, I love the way she talks. I'm a huge fan of the voice actress. She's fantastic. Really delivers the lines the way they're meant to be. And I'm going to sit in sadness that no other version of Starfire tries to be like that version. Because like the comics version or anything else that's like DC animated films that feature Starfire are going to be more like, oh, she's an adult and she's just kind of like a bimbo is what it is.
Yeah, kind of a bimbo in other versions.
She's-
Also, they're teens, like canonically.
Yeah, canonically teens, but I'm like, I'm sorry, you want to look at your drawing again? Try that again. Look at your drawing and tell me that's not an adult woman. Try again. So that's kind of one of the things I favor about Teen Titans art style, is not only did they go for a really unique art style, I mean, that was their intent because they wanted it to be targeted at a younger audience and they wanted that to be super obvious from the style, but like, they look like teenagers. Thank you. They don't look like adults. Thank you.
Can you imagine them looking like teenagers?
Can you imagine these characters that are called the Teen Titans looking like teenagers? Crazy, wild. I have a pet peeve about that. I mean, it's one thing for like, you know, most movies from like the 80s and 90s and stuff being like, oh, it's a high school movie, but then you realize like all of these actors are 30. Like, that's one thing, but like, it's literally animation. you have the ability to draw it however you want. And they still choose to draw like more recent Starfire, because I've seen a lot more of the recent DC animated films, and they'll have Starfire, and then they'll have more like, oh, it's Nightwing and Starfire and they're dating and it's cute and stuff. But I'm like, I can't, like, their relationship isn't like cute anymore like it would be in Teen Titans. It's just kind of like, yep, you're dating a bimbo, I guess. Good job, Dick Grayson. And I'm just not a fan. Yeah, the comic, I think it originated from the comics. And I did like one of the character designs of Starfire in one of the newer films, where the outfit looked like an interesting compromise between the comics and Teen Titans 2003. It's like, oh, it's a little cuter, but it's also like a little slutty like the original. And it was kind of an interesting compromise. But at the end of the day, I'm like, that's not Starfire to me. I know the 2003 one is like what I grew up with, but I'm like, she's so unique and interesting and fun to watch. And by making her a bimbo, you're making her exactly like a million other characters in the genre. Well, I get to have that as my legacy, thanks. I repeat myself a lot. I say I guess twice. I say yet twice.
Oh, that just means you're from the Midwest.
I am from the Midwest. How'd you guess?
It's a hunch.
Just a hunch. I hunch. Gross's theme forever.
Now, I've never colored a character that has ombre hair.
Uh-huh.
With Pulpix before.
Oh. What are you coloring? Oh, are you coloring the Princess Tutu thing?
No, that's something I was doing at work.
Oh, okay.
I'm coloring a practice for Aki. Just like a color test.
Oh, color test. I'm gonna hydrate more, because hydrating is pretty cool. Everybody else should hydrate. In fact, I'm gonna make you come over here and fight me. Yes.
A chat member would like all test subjects to partake in the hydration fluid. See the app.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how fast do you think the Hunter plushie is gonna barf?
11.
11. Barow, barow, barow. Why don't I do this more often? This is everything I need and more. 13? My poor boy that I have inflicted the barfiness onto. Freaking excellent. Yeah. I'm gonna get dizzy myself if I keep doing that though, because that's because this is on me to physically move my head. Maybe I should stop. Okay, let's make this a little lighter.
I was texting. Very important, or I would stop.
Yes. Let's see. Put a. Remember when you're doing the digital arts to make sure to lock your layers. It will save you a lot of headache in the future. Spaghetti Western Zelda music. It's like you've heard of spaghetti Western. Now get ready for hamburger shonen. I'm sorry. Somebody was on the internet called Avatar: The Last Airbender hamburger shonen, and I haven't been able to let it go.
It's pretty perfect.
I'm kind of mad that I love it so much. Hamburger. Yeah. Oh, my face hurts. Oh my heavens. Alright, now we're gonna do the deeper shade because I decided that this would look less flat if I had it. Oh my gosh, what's that emote with Paper Mario? No, Mario's dead.
Does that make Miraculous Ladybug Baguette Shoujo?
Bro. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes, queen. That is fantastic. fantastic. Let's keep going. I am losing my voice. Bucket shoujo.
I mean, back in my day, we called that franime, but like...
Franime?
Yeah, you don't remember franime?
No? What the heck?
So, like, Totally Spies is franime.
Oh, wait, is that one French?
I believe. I'd have to look it up just to double check, but...
Because I don't remember Totally Spies being not American, but I
think Code Lyoko was also French.
Yeah, I think I heard Code Lyoko was French. And then I seem to remember I found out Winx Club is Italian.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, so that's just super interesting to me to go, oh yeah, like other countries will make cartoons that other American studios will want to dub. Like that's interesting. It's not just Japanese stuff. And to that I say good, because you know, more culture the better. I think culture is pretty freaking neat. When some of my favorite shows are Canadian. Oh, I don't doubt some of them would be Canadian. That seems like a pretty obvious one. Don't know why I didn't think about it. I just don't...
You just think.
I just don't think. That's better than what I was gonna say. So, thank you. Multiply. There we go.
Get the multipliers.
What's that YouTuber's name again? Multipliers? Markiplier replies, delete this. Freaking fantastic. Why am I being so fussy with this contour when I'm not gonna need it anyway? This gets to go way over here. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. There's another show I want to marathon that's been on my mind because I've been watching a bunch of video essays on it. She-Ra.
She-Ra is excellent.
Like, I'm really surprised how good it is. Like, for real, for real.
I'm really surprised that it stayed good.
I'm surprised that it stayed good, and I'm surprised Netflix didn't cancel it. Because, boy, how do they love canceling things now. And so does every other studio. Like the whole HBO Max fiasco, where they're like, oh, here's a bunch of stuff we're going to delete from our catalog, including stuff that was exclusive to our streaming service, and now you cannot watch it legally anywhere. Guys, are you stupid? My gosh.
Say eat the rich, but...
Eat the rich. I'll say it. I believe Total Drama Action was... oh my gosh, I can't read. And 16 was Canadian show that I loved growing up. Okay, yeah, more Canadian stuff. Canadian totally makes sense. You don't have to, like, redub it. That makes it way easier. Island. Total Drama Island. Oh, Lazy Town, yeah. Lazy Town is Icelandic, I think. So that one's pretty random, but, like, I'm way into it. Like, I wish I grew up with Lazy Town because, you know, when the meme was really big, I checked out a couple of episodes, and I'm like... I don't know if this is a stoner comedy, but I'm like way into it now. I was just way into watching it. I wish I watched more. I should have watched way more. Because it was just so friggin' entertaining. This needs to go down more. There we go. What was I talking about? I forgot.
Lazy Town?
We remember what you gotta do the cooking by the book. Yar har fiddly dee. Being a pirate is alright with me or whatever. I don't know the words, but a pirate is free. You are a pirate. I am cringe and I am free. I am cringy. And I don't care.
Good job, sweetie.
My name's Blurry Face, and I don't care what you think.
Oh, okay.
Actually, what if my name is In Focus Facade, and I don't care what you think? Fight me. Lazy Town actually had way creepier puppets at the beginning, and they had to change them for overseas. Really? Oh no. Like, I remember when I was like, you know, first seeing a lot of the Lazy Town memes and seeing Robbie Rotten in particular, I was like super uncomfortable with Robbie Rotten. I'm like, no, his face is plastic. But of course, I changed my tune. I have character development. Robbie Rotten is love. Robbie Rotten is life. Character development is a thing that happens. Oh, how trashy does this look?
Should happen in real life. You'd be surprised how many people go through life without character development, though.
Yeah, it's really impressive, question mark. That I've met people that, like, grown adults that have kids that act like kids and stuff like that. I'm like, bruh. And I don't mean the way, like, I act like a kid. Like, I'm an artist and I watch cartoons and then I draw pictures of those cartoons and people are like, why do you like kid stuff? And I'm like, are you being ageist right now? Like, that's different. I mean, like, acting like a kid and being, like, emotionally immature and stuff like that. Like, there's so many people I know that are like that. I'm like, oh my gosh. No wonder you don't have any friends.
Because it's fun.
Abed is love. Abed is life. Abed is best boy. And y'all can fight me on that.
I always do stuff like this.
Because it's fun. Oh, Christmas Troy. Oh, Christmas Troy. Oh my gosh, I want to do... I don't know if it will get any views, question mark, but I want to do, like, fan art of all the community characters, and then I want to make them as buttons, and I don't know if they would sell it all, but, like, I want to.
I think you should just go for it.
I should just go for it. I might, like, randomly, like, make someone's day. They'll be like, oh my effing goodness, it's Abed. They might go absolutely nuts for it. I don't know. Like, it might randomly happen, but, like, who's gonna think to go to an anime convention and find fan art of community characters? But, like, I want to do it. I'm just like, community is part of my culture, and I need to make sure all of my friends have seen it. So one of these days, not anytime soon, but one of these days on my Discord server, we will marathon community. It's gonna happen. Because I want all my friends to see it. And if you just kind of already have Netflix and you're bored and you want a new show anyway, go watch Community. And then get back to me and thank me personally. You're welcome. There we go. These colors are kind of wrong. I'm bad with colors, believe it or not. Oh gosh. I should end soon anyway. It's about 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I need to go to bed soon.
Yeah, you need to go to bed soon. I mean, I'm not going to go to bed soon, but I am very hungry. Do you also know what that pink girl in Lazy Town actually was a puppet as well? Really? What? Hold up. I want to look this up.
And for Robbie Rotten, they hired just a man that looks like a puppet.
And he's perfect. Lazy Town. I don't even know the name of the pink girl. Hang on. What's her name? Stephanie. Okay. Stephanie puppet. Unless it's a puppet that conveniently looks like a human girl, which I would not recommend. Because I'm not getting any photos of, like, a puppet of her. I'm looking. Oh, I'm not seeing anything. Kind of glad I'm not seeing anything. I'm gonna be getting ready for bed too myself. Yeah. Not in the beginning. Well, I know, because when I was checking out, like, the Lazy Town memes and stuff, specifically We Are Number One, I watched episode 1, and then I watched the episode where we are number one. And apparently the show went on hiatus for about a decade, so they got a completely different actress to play Stephanie because, you know, she's a kid and growing up after about a decade is very noticeable, so they had to hire someone else. It's subtle, but I noticed it was a different girl. With puppets, look it up. Wit puppets? Nah, she might have been planned to be a puppet, but she was human all the way through. Because, yeah, like, I watched episode 1, but again, if it was, like, an Americanized version and they got an actress for that, I don't know. Because, I'm looking at, I don't see nothing. Oh. Whoops. Whatever. I don't see nothing, but feel free to, like, send a link or something if you happen to find a reference.
Hair didn't turn out too bad. This is definitely more difficult to color this with like that ombre effect.
The ombre.
Ombre.
Ombre. Ho 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 ho. Okay, maybe this just needs to be a different color because I'm going for kind of a warm tone question mark just because the background is a warm tone. Even though I like cool tones better, but I don't know, the warm tones seem to be a good like contrast limiter. So let's hue shift this.
Here.
Okay. That gives kind of an interesting look. And then let's go to the other shade, which isn't finished, but I can hue shift that one too. Hue shift. No, actually not a fan. I'm gonna keep the darker one blue, and then the first shade, like this warm color, because that kind of works. Makes them fit more with the lighting, but then the shading is cold. The shading. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm bad with colors.
Hey, one color principle, I'm not sure if you know about it, is this is a thing from Life. If there is a warm light source, the shadows tend to be cool. And if there is a cool light source, the shadows tend to be warm.
Yes, that makes sense.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you were aware of that.
Yeah, so, okay, so this is flats here with nothing on it. And then I have my contrast layer on top to try to reduce the contrast, like take away how intensely dark the blacks are and then how intensely white the whites are. Mostly the former. So contrast limiter so we can freaking see, because like with how dark her suit is, you can barely see any of the shadows. So this is my contrast limiter. And then first layer of shading, which is warm, that I just switched it to. And then the second layer of shading, it's not finished yet, but it's blue. Which is kind of working. I don't know. I can still mess with the colors more. I'm just being fussy and like I made the room warm, but I might change the room itself entirely because I just kind of wanted a vague, they're in a dark room. But what kind of room? Like, I haven't super decided that yet. Aki's advice is facts. Yes. I'm bad with coloring. I don't know how to color. But also since, where is it? There it is, found it. Since Delight is here, wait, I have to do this. We were trying to summon you earlier.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's Delight. Okay.
Yeah, it's the Delight. We were trying to summon her. We were saying her name repeatedly in very punny ways. We were saying puns. And I'm like, how dare there be puns in the presence of not Delight? Anyway, colors are hard. Shading is hard. I find this stuff hard. I'm not really good with it. So I'm trying to figure this out. But that's probably good for tonight, and I'll call it there. This is this reference. I was focusing on a project and zoned into my music. I'm so sorry. No, you're fine. You're fine. You're not obligated to pay attention to me.
We thought it would be funny if we summoned you.
We just thought it would be really funny if we summoned you, and it worked. Delight, you are so very fine. Yeah, do what I want. Yeah. So yeah, there's that for now. Oh gosh. It did make her do the big blushles. Yeah. We need more puns in our lives.
Oh, dude.
Eyebrow tracking so I can go like... What a conundrum. Tried really hard. I have a friend who doesn't like puns, and I tried telling him my top 10 favorite puns to try to get him to laugh, but no pun intended. I'm terrible.
I like it.
Nice dad joke. Oh yeah, you know how I do. Alright, I'm gonna call that here. What the frick? What a punchline. They call me the Punisher because I cause psychic damage with my jokes. What? I'm too tired for this. I gotta go get some food now. I'm gonna call it here. As much as I want to keep going and going and going and going, and maybe one of these days I'll have one of those subathon things the kids talk about. I don't know. It's just a fun idea. But I don't know. I've already lost my voice. This is the pun that never ends. Well, they keep deleting my link, but it is the Lazy Town wiki page. Oh, okay. Rip. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna you guys. Here's my water. Do you hear it? Make sure you hydrate. Everybody hydrate. I'm gonna do it. Nom nom nom. Everybody, make sure you diddly adore and hydrate. Take care of your flesh vessels. Your flesh vessels very important, so make sure you do that. And I hope you all have a lovely night. And I love you. And I'll see you later. Nighty night, everybody. Bye. I need to sleep more, drink water. Yep. Don't we all? Oh gosh. Get some sleep too. I'm very bad at that. My sleep has been absolute trash for the past week. Oh gosh. Alright, night, you sassy salamanders. Love you. Haha.
Wow.